So first I want to say, as a youth advocate, it is my duty, it is my passion, it is my honor to bring what I've learned back to my community for young people that don't have those types of opportunities. All too often, and it's become our norm now, young black men such as myself are not standing in this position. You don't see a whole lot of me. My mother described it to me as being an anomaly. And as an anomaly, I'm hard and difficult to place. I'm peculiar. I'm irregular. I am undefined in some in some aspects. And when she said it to me, I was like, yeah, maybe. But then when I started to think about it, it was very true. And then I began to ask myself, why is it that way? Why am I an anomaly? Well, to give you the background, it's important for you all to understand the big picture. Being leaders of of your youth development, it is very important for you to understand that your voice carries to your young people. If you can translate the big picture down to a very latent terms, layman terms, to translate to a young person the importance of it, they will grasp the concept of the big picture. The importance of that in long terms is longevity. We've all been talking about longevity up here, of why it's important to give back to the community, why it's important to instill into your young people the drive and desire for higher education. Well, believe it or not, 5-10 years from now, we're going to be the same young people that are going to be looking for your jobs. Yes, we're going to be the same young people that are out there in the workforce, and I would hope and I would pray that we have done our job properly, so that when it's time for them to take over, time for us, I should say, to take over, we'll be more than prepared to do not just a great job, but a phenomenal job. So, what was the difference? What brings me here today? What brings me to talk to you? Well, mobilizing youth is the key part of the solution. You have to get your youth on the same page. You have to give them an inspiration to challenge them, to seek higher education, to seek the hard questions, to answer and define the hard questions. You have to put it on the table and let them internalize it and make it their own. Only then will they own up to it, will they create, and you will be amazed. You will be amazed what happens when you give a young person the tools they need to succeed and then just step back and watch them create. It's amazing. Prime example, in Nashville, Tennessee, the nonprofit Community Impact Nashville, which was a leadership organization in the East Nashville community. One of the phenomenal things that this organization has done is created college access. College access was an idea that was kind of thrown around our table of the big question to why is our community suffering the way it is? Why are young people not getting to college? Why are young people not succeeding in the ways that we think they should be? Well, students grabbed this concept and they ran with it. Our young people decided that they were going to come up with research. They're going to do the research to find out, is it teen pregnancy? Is it drugs? Is it alcohol? What is causing our community to be the way that it is? And through surveys that they came up with, they distributed to like 6,000 students in the Nashville community through the 3 high schools and low-performing high schools in Nashville. And what they found in the survey was about 93% of the students had the desire to go to college. So the passion was there, the drive was there. What they found was not everybody knew how to get there. My graduating class of 2003, as freshmen, we came in 657 students strong. By the time we walked across the stage in 2003, there was only 187 students. Of that 35% that actually graduated, only about 40% actually went to college. Of that 40% that actually went to college, only 35% graduated within 4 years. I was one of those. The transformation that took place, thank you. The transformation that took place was once they found this information, once they wrap their minds and begin to think about it differently, there's like, how can we change this? They came to find that in the most extreme case, they had one guidance counselor for 600 students. That task is impossible. I would never want to be a guidance counselor if I had to deal with 600 students trying to further their education. It was impossible. Yes. So it became a local crisis. How do we change this? Well, they decided to write up the report, to put the statistics out there, to learn the data, and challenge people. Like, this is what we need to succeed. Can you meet it?